So this is a show through of the Feng Shui Tarot, authored by Peter Paul Connolly and Eileen Connolly, and sold through US Games, who are a mass producer of tarot cards. As far as I'm aware, presently, you cannot get these new because they're out of print. I don't know if they're going to be produced again. The only place I've really found them available online is places like eBay. They generally go for around $50 to $100 a deck. I was lucky enough to find someone who was selling a pre-owned deck for a lot less money. Now the box has seen a little bit of wear and tear, but the cards inside are pretty good condition considering. So I have gone through the deck and I have resorted them so that we're going through them in chronological order, and I'm pleased to report that it is a complete deck. It's always a bit of a leap of faith when you're buying a pre-owned deck, because you don't know if the person who previously owned them knows whether there's any cards missing or not. But it has all the cards, so hurrah. So I'm very excited, and a thank you both to eBay and the seller. So without further ado, we shall take a peek inside. So the deck comes with a little white book, which is fairly standard for these mass-produced decks. It comes with a title card, little backs, and then it also comes with a short explanation, printed in Italy, a short explanation about the artists, which are the Connollys, Peter Paul Connolly and Eileen Connolly, and they also produced the Connolly deck, and you'll notice as I go through these cards, it's a very similar art style. Another thing to note with these US Games mass-produced decks is they don't have the thickest card stock. They're perfectly fine. They're not going to last to like regular abuse. I wouldn't recommend riffle shuffling them, for example. But they're fine. It's pretty par for the course now, unfortunately. And if you do own the Connolly deck, they're fairly similar, maybe a little thinner to the Connolly deck. But that's kind of how it goes, unfortunately, at the moment. There's several cards that have been named differently, so just be aware of that. But again, if you're used to the numbering, or you're used to you know, a regular set of tarot cards, then this shouldn't be much of an issue. And honestly, if they're called something different, they're called something different. But anyway, here we go. So number 0 is the Fool. Then we have the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot. Then we have Strength, that's an interesting card. And we have the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, or the Wheel, Justice, here's the Hanged Man, and then we have Transition, which is the Death card, number 13, Temperance, Materialism, which is the Devil card here, number 15. We have the Tower, the Star, that's a beautiful card, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, and the World. So now we come on to the minor arcana, and this is where it gets a little interesting because the minors are completely different to the regular suits. The first suit we're going to look at is the White Tigers, and that is the equivalent of the swords. The Ace, the 2, the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. The second suit we have is the Black Tortoise, and that is the equivalent of the Wand suit. So we have the Ace, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. The third suit is the Red Phoenix, which is equivalent to the Cups. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. And the last suit we have here is the Green Dragon, which is equivalent to the Pentacles or the coins. Ace, 2, I love that guy, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Page, the Knight, the Queen, which she actually looks very similar to a lot of the females in my Ukiyo deck. Ukiyo-e, not Ukiyo. Gosh, I'm so Western. And finally, the King. And there you have it. That is the Feng Shui Tarot from US Games and produced by the Connollys. Thank you for watching.